Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from beautiful Costa Rica. Tonight's topic is going to be why the healing path is not linear. Think about that for a minute. Guys, if you like the content, please subscribe. So why the healing path is not linear? First, let's dig into what the healing path is. For those of you who are on the healing path or are about to embark on your journey on the healing path, what it is it's post-narcissistic abuse. This is the healing path. This is when you're going to have to put all of your education, your time, commitment, focus into yourself. And you're going to have to understand exactly what you experienced in this toxic narcissistic relationship, which my hope is now over. But the healing path takes time, and it takes a lot of time. There is no rhyme or reason when the healing path will end, meaning we are virtually healing each and every day, and this will carry on for the rest of our lives. But there will be a moment in time, if you put the work into yourself, that you will reach the pinnacle, the mountaintop of indifference, when you no longer care anything about the narcissist. But the healing path is something you will have to go on by yourself, internally, externally. It will be a battle, it will be a struggle, it will be something that will test you unlike anything you've experienced in your life. But the healing path, it is not linear. It takes time and commitment and devotion. Now, why I mention this is because post-narcissistic relationship, unlike a healthy relationship, when it ends, most of the time it ends with a discard or with a nasty ending, a thud, a crash, a bang, and there is no cup of coffee sitting down and saying, hey, you know, this friendship or this relationship or this partnership or this marriage, whatever it was, it just didn't work out, and let's agree to disagree or move on or things like that. No, that's how a healthier relationship ends. A toxic narcissistic relationship ends one way, with the narcissist disappearing, giving you no closure, leaving you in the fog with your head spinning and having to fight for your identity, your surroundings or circumstances, for virtually everything about you, including your energy. Now, understanding that the healing path is not linear and focusing on this, what it means is that each and every day post-narcissistic relationship, you will get more and more light bulb moments, you will get more and more awakening and of an awareness about you, and you will understand slowly, in time, in your time, that this is a process, that it is not a race, and there is no magic pill that you can swallow that will immediately get you back to how you were in the past. Remember, you can't go back to how you were before you met the narcissist, because that is a different version of you. There are three versions of you, keep in mind. There's the first version of you before you met the narcissist. There's the second version of you, which was you during the narcissistic relationship. And then there's the third version of you, which is post-narcissistic relationship, which is probably where you are right now as you're watching this video. But the healing path, it is not linear. You will have good days, you'll have not so good days. You'll have days that when you think you're just about healed, maybe you're just about at that mountaintop of indifference, maybe something triggers you. Maybe a holiday reminds you of something. Maybe a perfume, maybe a food. You smell some food and you're like, oh, that took me back to such and such a time. Maybe there's an innocent person who is not a flying monkey, and they just brought up the past relationship and it sets you back again. All of these things could potentially be a pitfall. Now, on the channel, I am a positive person and I mention positive things. However, we need to be authentic and genuine and understand that on the healing path, which is not linear, we will have some not good days. We will have maybe a not good week every once in a while. It's understandable. It happens to each and every one of us. That is why healing from a narcissistic abusive relationship, it's imperative that you put the work in, because if you don't do it, and no one else can do it for you. It's that simple. That's why many people, it takes them so much longer to heal and to process things at times, not everybody, but maybe there's still obstacles that they haven't cleared yet. In other words, maybe they have childhood issues that they haven't resolved, these childhood issue problems or time periods, let's say. So keep in mind, there are so many layers to a narcissistic relationship. The onion could be peeled back for eternity. It really could, because right when you understand one layer, there are three more layers that pop up. And then there are more definitions and terms and understandings and awakenings that you'll have. That's why through my channel and many others, and again, thank you very much for being here, I am raising awareness and I am spreading my wisdom and insight and helping, most likely helping all of you, or helping as many as possible, to raise awareness, to understand that you are not alone and that the healing path is not linear. Each and every one of us watching this video and being in the community, we understand that some days are better than others. And we also should understand that if the relationship just ended for you recently, then you have a longer road, most likely, to journey down than, say, someone that the relationship ended 10, 20, 30 years ago. We are all on the same path, headed in the same direction, just taking different footsteps on the healing path. That's a fact. And it is our duty and it's our calling to help each and every one of us to pick up people when maybe they're not feeling the best, to encourage others when perhaps they feel like quitting or giving up, and to let people know that yes, in fact, in time, in your time, you can reach that pinnacle, that mountaintop of indifference. You can get there. But the healing path is not linear, and we must address this, and we must embrace it and understand it. Let's pause the narcissistic relationship for a moment, and let's just say life in general. Is each and every day of your life just beautiful? No, it's not. Some days are frustrating. Some days you just want to scream. Some days you didn't get what you wanted, like maybe a promotion or the corner office, and you're really frustrated because somebody else got it and they don't even work. They happen to be a friend of the boss, things like that. These are examples. Other examples are maybe you went on vacation to a warm climate and you were mapped it all out and you bought the sunblock and the suntan lotion, all these things, and it rained all week. Okay, understandable thing. These are just different examples, but my point is, during life, not for this moment in time, not discussing the narcissistic relationship, that things don't always go your way. And you need to roll with the punches. You need to understand that's okay. That's why I suggest on this channel frequently to live in the moment. Live in the present moment. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't be thinking all the time about the past. You can't change the past. And you can predict the future, but you can't live in the future because tomorrow may never come. Each and every one of us is not promised tomorrow. That is exactly why, as I suggest, you need to live in the present moment, which is right here, right now with me. It's exactly where you're meant to be. Now, having said this, on the healing path, you will have good days. You will have breakthrough days. You'll have days of light bulb moments that they just spread so much knowledge and wisdom to you. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's what that was. I get it now. I see. I understand. When these moments happen, I am suggesting strongly that you embrace them. Hug them. Understand them. They're meant for a reason. In other words, post-narcissistic relationship, many times what people get accustomed to is the downside of the relationship, and it's so toxic and it's difficult, and I get it. I understand. But for this video, I'm suggesting also post-narcissistic relationship on the healing path that you need to celebrate wins, and celebrate any win, a small win, a big win, anything that makes you feel good, any breakthrough that you have, it needs to be celebrated. Because post-narcissistic relationship, let's be real, you've gone through the fire. You've gone through something that most people don't ever experience. And if you're on this channel, believe me, you've experienced some of the worst things humanity has to offer. And you owe it to yourself to use your new superpower, which is narcissistic abuse awareness and education. And you need it to benefit yourself. So in other words, you need to celebrate some wins. And when you make progress, to celebrate it. Like maybe you made a new friend, maybe you found a new lover, maybe you moved, maybe you just got a new job, maybe you just taught a class or took a class, maybe you took your first bike ride in 5 years. Who knows what you did, but if you did these things, these are moments to be celebrated. Keep in mind, when you were in the narcissistic relationship, you didn't get to celebrate many times. Many times you were just there as a pawn or as a sidekick to the narcissist, living their life. You were an extension of the narcissist. That's exactly how they wanted you. And that's exactly what they're doing to other people right now, wherever they are on the planet. The whole point is that is no longer your role. Your role now is to embrace life, to live in the moment, to be present, to enjoy yourself, to celebrate, and to understand that you are a human being and that life as the post-narcissistic relationship is not linear. We have good things happen to us. We have great things happen to us. And sometimes we have not so good things happen. But we need to always continue to move forward, making progress and understanding and embracing our presence on this planet. It is imperative that you honor and respect and love yourself. Self-love and self-awareness and self-recognition and self-value are core tools. They are core things to appreciate and respect. Again, because when you were in the narcissistic relationship, you had no respect. You were being used as just an appliance, or as a person just to be there to comfort a warm body per se, to comfort the narcissist. It's exactly what you were doing. You were giving them supply. And even as your resources were dwindling and becoming depleted, you continued to work harder and harder for that relationship. But now that you are out of the relationship, all that energy goes back into yourself. And understanding that the healing path is not linear is imperative. Because many times people post-narcissistic relationship, what they want is, they want the magic pill. They want to be fixed now. They want to be cured now. It doesn't work that way. The only way you heal from this, 100%, is by doing your inner work. And like I mentioned, maybe you have to heal a childhood version of yourself, or maybe you have to process exactly what happened in the relationship, and that maybe you were a people pleaser or a yes person, or you just gave to a fault. Maybe it was the way you were brought up. Maybe it was your religious beliefs. Maybe it could have been a litany of things. My point is, now that you're here on the channel becoming educated, you need to understand that you will have good days and you will have not so good days. And it is to be expected. That is the way it goes. That is how you grow. Because if each and every day was puppies and rainbows and it was beautiful and it was kumbaya, then there would be no such thing as a not good day. And that's not the way it works. The way it works is you need to digest information, consume it, process it, realize and understand how it affected you during the toxic narcissistic relationship, and then say, okay, I got that. I understand that part. I got it. And then move on to the next nugget or the next light bulb moment that hits you. That's the path. And that is exactly how each and every one of you has healed. You haven't healed by just saying, yes, I've taken a year off and I've said, yeah, I think I'm good now. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to put work into yourself. Anything worth doing on this planet called Earth is going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult and hard. It's going to challenge you. That's why, like I mentioned recently a few more times than in the past, if you have experienced the dark night of the soul, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Check out the video I dropped last year. It's one of the most powerful videos I believe I've ever created, and it came to me at a moment in time when it was absolutely necessary. And I've experienced it, and I believe many of you have too. The point is, this is the healing path, and you're going to have to go through things that you're not prepared for, because that's exactly what happened when you entered the narcissistic relationship. You weren't prepared for it, and it's the same thing post-narcissistic relationship. You will have to understand that there are things that you will experience that you're not prepared for, but you will get through it. You will fight, and you will get through it. Guys, I hope you understand this video. It's a little bit different topic, just because I wanted to let you know that everything is contingent upon the amount of work you put into yourself and focusing on yourself, not focusing on others, not giving to other people if your cup isn't full, and most importantly, understanding that you have the control, you have the power, you have always had it. It's just that you gave it away for a period of time to someone who threw it away, which is a narcissist. And now you have it back in your possession, and now you can glow, you can shine, you will move forward, you will become empowered. You are certainly becoming educated, awakened, and aware. Use your superpower to benefit yourself. That is the path. And understand that some days will be better than others, but tomorrow morning will come. And my hope is that we will all be here together, moving forward on the path, headed in the same direction. God bless you. Have a great evening. I hope you guys liked the video. I loved doing it from beautiful Costa Rica. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great evening. Stay true. Stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand that you are loved no matter where you are on the planet, and you are not alone. You are here in the community, and you are appreciated, you are respected, you are valued, you are loved. God bless you. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great evening and stay blessed. Good night.